Hi, this is Tech with kind of late information directly to you through the power of the internet, and this was released several days back, basically almost at the end of the beginning of this month, end of last month, that a gentleman on Twitter pointed out that Tecmo Koei has actually stated that they are actually working on games for the Nintendo NX. Well, this is kind of a no duh. First and foremost, Tecmo Koei has worked on Hyrule Warriors, Hyrule Warriors Legends, and Pokken Tournament recently for the Nintendo NX, Nintendo Wii U, and the Nintendo 3DS. Also, they also worked on Pokken Tournament, the Tecmo half. Uh, First and foremost, this is kind of late, so I'm sorry. And this is not really a big piece of news. It kind of floated around multiple channels, but this is going to be my little video just talking about what I would like. First and foremost, I'm going to get closer. Uh, Most definitely, it is clear that Tecmo Koei and Nintendo are in a good relationship, okay? And they basically are working together on various projects. And Tecmo Koei basically pointed out that there's a lot of indications and points that it stated that Hyrule Legends has revitalized the Warriors franchise, which includes Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, and Warriors Orchi. And it is very clear that is done very well for Tecmo, and has even branched out into other franchises like Dragon Quest and a few others. Uh, I would also kind of like be really neat in the NX version of Smash Brothers to have Lu Bu or Nobunaga Oda as playable characters. Yes, I know, more people with spears and swords. Yeah. But that would be a good one. As I said, I would kind of like more Warriors and Samurai Warriors games on Nintendo systems. I know they release they release a Warriors game every 6 months, but it'll be really awesome. And I would also like to know whether you would be really excited to see a Dynasty Warriors game or a Samurai Warriors game. A Samurai Warriors game on the Nintendo NX. Personally, I like Samurai Warriors over Dynasty Warriors. But anyways, simple slash 'em up, beat 'em ups, in my way of saying. By the way, the Orchi franchise, is basically all the characters from all the Warriors franchises thrown into another universe and just beat the crap out of supernatural critters. Uh, Basically, an alternate reality. And as I said before, Nobunaga Oda and Lu Bu would be really cool to have in a future Super Smash Bros. Game. I'm going to leave this video quick and short. There it is. If you are really interested in seeing more Dynasty Warriors games and Dynasty Warriors games and Samurai Warriors and Orchi and so on and so forth, I might do something like that in the future. And if you think that having those characters in a future Smash would be cool, please say so. Uh, these games are not hard at all. They're good, fun, mindless smash 'em up. You could just sit there and tap away and just it's a good release. So I'm gonna cut it off there, and that's the end of that story. Now, I have not been uploading as of lately. Uh, I'm basically back to work full time now, and I'm basically just I work in the recycling industry. I work at a scrapyard, so I basically people drive in with nightmare piles of metal, and I basically have to help them unload and grade their material, and I take them to the office and pay them out. Now, the crazy thing about this is a really strange industry. Uh, as the old axiom says, the customer is always right. But who exactly is entirely the customer in this industry? Because do you go to Walmart and say, as a customer, go to Walmart and tell the people at Walmart, I want this at this price, or I go somewhere else? And it's just one of those things, you know. Uh, in the recycling industry, everyone is a customer, including the business. The customers, the people that bring material in, are labeled as vendors in the computer system. So you are providing us material which we are purchasing from you so we can sell to other organizations or other places, and we process some of it through. So it's all fun. Uh, and that's basically the gist. People that come in are kind of customers. We are a customer ourselves, and the people we sell the stuff to, that we bundle, clean up, and sell to, are also customers. So everyone is a customer, and it's one of those aggravating things right there. So there, my job and the job of the place I work at, you it's a physical job, it's an emotional job, and it's a mental job. Uh, it's a physical job, as in sometimes old people come in and they have chunks of 300-pound steel on a trailer in the dead center that we cannot reach with the forks, and we uh, cannot chain up because there's no holes or loops. And between me and the other guys, and occasionally whoever they drag along, basically help drag this crap off. By the end of summer, I could probably punch out a horse dead. There's occasions in summer, at the end of summer, where I'm standing there, I'm holding a 300-pound piece of iron in my right hand like it's just a suitcase, waiting for the hopper to come along. My buddy Bo, operating the forklift, goes to weigh the material up on a device called a hopper, which is basically just a big bucket on a track that tilts, and yeah, uh, and we just end up like unloading people's vehicles and all kinds of crap like that. I'm sorry for being just all rambly about it, but it's just one of those jobs. You do a lot of physical labor. We're working on that. There's a lot of emotional crap. Crazy people, who knows what the fuck they are on. Sorry for swearing. But there's people who come in there that are like, you swear are on drugs, and they have a piece of aluminum that is iodized, and they swear it's copper. First and foremost, there's people stuffing aluminum cans with batteries and dead ducks in the cans, and people putting lead in iron, which is stupid because lead is worth more than iron. It's truly, that is one of those dumb things, you know. Lead is worth more than iron. They're trying to stuff lead into iron to make the iron heavier, not realizing that the lead is actually worth more than the iron. About by 2 to 3 times the value of the iron easily, depending on the type of iron, you know. But the company I work for happens to deal in metals. deal in HVAC and refrigerants, and also electronics. So we do all kinds of stuff. There is actually my Commodore VIC 20 in the box. I have to like dig the thing out of my little storage area, but I'm gonna do that one of these days. That came in one day in the box with the power supply. It came with Jupiter Lander. First and foremost, if you look on many database websites for collecting video games, Jupiter Lander's not listed for the system. It's just that simple. In fact, when I got it, I looked it up on GameFAQs, and it wasn't there. I have gotten multiple N64s from my workplace. I have gotten multiple PlayStation 3s from my workplace. I've multiple PlayStation 2s from my workplace. I get all kinds of. I get a lot of PlayStation systems, and I get a lot of PlayStation and a lot of Xbox systems. Very few Nintendo systems. A few N64s here and there. A few NESs here and there. A GameCube. Every once in a while, a Wii. Uh, it's just all a little trickle. But vast the vast bulk of video game systems that come in are basically PlayStation stuff and some Xbox, and rarely Nintendo systems. Nintendo systems just last. I might do a video in the future. There is a video further down in the list. Not on this video, but I mean, like, go to my channel, go down the list of game videos, and it's a completely different background. It's a sunny place outside. That is where I work. It's titled something, I would be rich if I lived in a post-apocalyptic world. And I basically show off something that essentially came in one day, and it is like, oh my god, I would be actually stinking wealthy in a video game if I was in a video game and I got my hands on that much of that. So, thank you very much for watching. If you want to hear more about tech recycling and the recycling industry, please tell me so. If you want anything on, you want me to do some video game stuff, more video game, play some video games, do reviews for video games, please say so. I'm sorry about being late on the news topic, but we had like a burst in customers, and it was like me running end to end of the lot, making sure material gets loaded up, sorted properly, and weighed up, and the customers moved in and out quickly and mostly happy. Occasionally there's people who bring in lightning rods and think they're copper or solid copper, and to be quite frank, a lightning rod is basically a spike of iron with a copper coating, which comes out to 99.99% iron, which is a non-copper grade. I might at some point in the future make another channel and just dedicate that to how to recycle and how to make money in recycling. And if you think that's cool, please tell me that in the comments below. I will work on that. You can make good money. In fact, there's days when I got laid off in the middle of winter from my work. You know, everything gets really slow in the winter in the recycling industry. And I just got in my truck, drove around a small town for an hour, collected up some material, went into work, and walked away with basically my week's paycheck. If I worked full hours, I walked away with that just for 1 hour of work driving around in a circle. I made like $500 in one day for driving around a place for about an hour. Of course, I know all my stuff. I know red brass from yellow brass, aluminum sheet from aluminum extrusion. I know stainless chromium from stainless nickel. I know a broad range of materials. I know electronics, so I can tear apart computers and up the value on that. So there. And I will probably do that in the future. I'll make a guide channel on how to do recycling. I'm just not going to do it at this moment because between my video game news channel and if I get into doing my other channel up as a general news channel, I'm gonna have basically enough time to go to work, eat, do the news channels, and go to sleep, and maybe work in an hour or two of gaming between all those things. So, thank you very much for watching my video. And it ended up longer than I thought, so thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. Please vote and comment. I want to know what you think. And also, please share and please add to a playlist. Uh, if you want me to come to your channel and check out your channel, please, you can post that in the comments. If the auto spam system catches your comment as a spam comment, I will approve your comment and your comment will reappear in the listings. Sometimes the YouTube auto spam catch will spot common words that are used in spam, like spam messages like please come to my channel, ba ba ba, that you posted like 50 times on multiple channels and multiple videos. And I will approve it. I have no problem with people promoting their channels under one condition. There's this one condition you do not do. You do not do it as a reply to someone else's comment. That is it. I have no problem with you promoting your videos or your channel or your Google Plus page. Just don't do it as a reply to someone else's comment. Okay? Thank you very much. Sorry I rambled on.